Are you trying to learn AI but don't know where to start? You don't need to be a techie. In this video, I'll tell you exactly how to start using AI to save time and get real results, even if you're starting from zero. Keep watching because this will make it click. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Let's get started with tip number one, which is to start with the why and not the tech. Now, if you're learning AI just because it's trending, then you're probably going to burn out rather fast. I suggest that you zoom in on a personal why that actually moves you on an emotional level. Maybe you want more time with your kids, or to stop wasting hours writing emails. Now, that clarity gives AI some meaning. And when something means something to you, you actually usually stick with it. So forget the idea that you need to understand AI before you actually start using it. That's like thinking that you need to know how Photoshop engine works before you design a flyer. Now, one of my students, Emma, runs an online wellness brand, and she had zero tech experience, but used ChatGPT to generate a 30-day content plan in just one afternoon, with no tech jargon, just simple transformation. Now, I recommend focusing on one painful task in your business or your life and then solving it with AI first. If writing captions takes forever, then use ChatGPT to write 10 hooks in your tone. If organizing your ideas stresses you out, then try Notion AI to structure your weekly workflow. You don't need to get good at AI to start, you just need to get moving. Now, one of the most toxic lies online is that AI is only for techie people. This simply isn't the case. I can tell you now that the most impressive prompts I've seen didn't come from coders, they just came from everyday business people. Daryl, one of my students, was a carpenter before pivoting to YouTube. He used AI to script, to title and SEO optimize his first 10 videos, and he doubled his channel growth in just a month. Now, if you struggle with procrastination or perfectionism, AI can be your partner, but not your crutch. You can use it to get out of your own head. So you can try asking ChatGPT something like, write me a rough draft so I can improve it. Now you're editing and not starting from scratch. That shift alone helped Laura, a course creator, stop overthinking and finally launch her digital product. So don't underestimate the power of just asking AI questions about your business or your mindset. So you could ask ChatGPT something like, what are 5 ways to grow my Etsy store this month? Or something like, what do successful online coaches do differently? The answers might actually shock you. AI isn't just a tool, it's a thinking partner. Now, your biggest breakthroughs with AI will probably come when you stop trying to be a student and start acting like a co-creator. This isn't about mastering software, it's about mastering momentum. And when you apply it to your life instead of someone else's blueprint, you will win faster. Now, I have put together some free training resources to help you build an online income source using AI. Go and click the link below in the description to learn more. Now back to the video. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to learn by doing and not just watching. Now, watching tutorials can feel very productive and it is very beneficial because you will actually learn the process, but sometimes it's often just procrastination in disguise. Now, you can watch 100 videos and still feel very confused. Now, instead, I recommend you take a different approach and you pick a simple project like write a sales page intro and use ChatGPT to help you build it. Now, Rico, one of my students, stopped watching endless tutorials and he went cold turkey and instead spent 15 minutes a day just testing different AI prompts. That one shift helped him to create and launch his first free lead magnet in just a week. Now, if you struggle with overthinking, here's a mindset shift to help you. Treat AI like a partner in a workshop and not a test that you actually need to pass. So feel free to ask dumb questions and make mistakes. That's how you actually learn. Now, Steph, a VA who thought AI would actually replace her, started testing different prompts to save time on client emails. Now she's raised her rates because she delivers double the output in just half the time. Now, a great starter project I suggest is creating your about me section using AI. So you can feed AI your voice and your mission and then just simply refine it. You'll not only get a finished piece of content, but you'll also see how much AI can help speed things up for you. Now, real learning really sticks when you solve real problems. Now Isaac, one of my community members, was stuck creating YouTube descriptions. So what he did was he used AI to generate optimized summaries with relevant hashtags in just a few minutes, and he didn't need another course. He just needed one small win to help him build his confidence. Now if you want more structure, then break each week into some micro challenges. Something like, this week I'll use AI to write a sales post, next week to build an email funnel. Now the more specific your use case, the faster you will actually learn, and you'll never feel stuck when every week has a new mission. Now I recommend joining a live AI Spirit challenge or a mastermind, not just for the accountability, but to actually get some shared breakthroughs. Now Jules, another student, joined a 5-day prompt challenge and went from AI feels overwhelming to building a content repurposing system for her podcast. Sometimes transformation doesn't come from learning alone. It can come from community as well. So stop asking, how do I learn more? And start asking the question, what can I build with what I already know? Now your first project doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be relevant and meaningful. That shift from learner to builder is where the real confidence starts to kick in. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to skip the tech jargon and learn AI in plain English. Now most of the AI content online is made for engineers and not business owners. So if you feel lost, then you're not the problem. I suggest searching YouTube for phrases like AI for content creators or ChatGPT for online business. So instead of machine learning 101, you'll find creators who speak your language and not just tech talk. Now a huge myth that you need to learn how algorithms work. This simply isn't the case. That's like needing to know how HTML works before using Canva. Now Tina, one of my students, runs a handmade jewellery store, and she actually thought AI would be too complex. But once she used copy.ai to generate Etsy product titles, her conversion rate went up. Not because she learnt the tech, but because she used AI to solve a specific problem. Now I recommend focusing 80% of your learning on prompts and not platforms. You can get the same results across multiple tools if your prompts are good, detailed and strong. So you can start with a framework like write in the voice of and then insert your brand, for and then insert your audience. To help them solve a problem, then just insert the problem that you want to solve. That one prompt framework helped Liam, a coach, create an entire 6 email welcome sequence. Now let me give you a controversial truth. The best AI users aren't technical, but they are very creative. They know how to communicate clearly, ask very smart questions, and shape content that resonates with the target audience. Now, if you're good with words, emotions, or storytelling, then AI was made for you. So don't waste time on 50 different AI tools when you haven't gone deep with even just one. Now, I suggest mastering ChatGPT before hopping to Jasper or Notion AI. Now, Camilla, one of my clients, went deep with ChatGPT and used it to rewrite all her sales emails, generate bonus ideas for her course, and even roleplay client objections. That depth beat variety every time. Now, if you want to see better results, give AI better inputs. So instead of saying something like write me a sales page, try something along the lines of write a sales page for my 8-week fitness coaching program, which is for busy mums who want to lose 10 pounds without cutting any carbs. Now Hannah, one of my students, used this exact technique and tripled her conversion rate. Now here's a cool stack that I recommend: ChatGPT for brainstorming, Notion AI for organizing, Claude for summarizing complex content, and Canva Magic Write to design visuals with AI. Now you don't need them all at once, but just pick one and then go deep for 7 days or maybe 14, and that's how you move the needle. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to build your own AI learning plan in 30 minutes. Now most people are following learning paths that were built for data scientists. You need one built around your goals. I suggest you start by writing down the top 3 bottlenecks in your own life or your own business. Things like writing captions, brainstorming offers, or summarizing long documents. That's your starting point. Now one of my students, Rachel, built her plan by simply asking, where am I losing the most time every week? Then she realised that she spent hours rewriting. She then realised she spent hours rewriting emails. In one weekend, she learned how to feed her email voice into ChatGPT. Now she spends just 15 minutes on what used to take 3 hours, and her open rates have actually improved. Now, a simple 3-part AI learning plan looks something like this. Week 1 is learn prompt crafting. Week 2 is to test tools like Jasper, Claude and Copy.ai. And week 3 is to apply AI to a real project like a lead magnet. That's how you go from consumer to creator in just 21 days. Now, most people fail with AI because they focus on knowledge and not application. So don't aim to just understand AI. Aim to use it to launch something. Now, Mike, a course creator, used AI to create a full sales funnel in just 5 days, all because he followed a weekly action plan instead of just taking notes. Now, I suggest blocking out 30 minutes a day for hands-on learning. Just open an AI tool and give it a task and then start refining it. Now, you don't need too many hours, you just need consistent, focused reps. Transformation comes from actually doing and not studying. So to stay accountable, share your weekly wins online. You can post a screenshot of your first AI generated newsletter or talk about a prompt that helped you outline an online course. You'll build some momentum, attract others on the same path, and create a community while you grow. Now, don't forget, learning AI isn't about becoming a tech genius. It's about becoming a smarter creator. And when you use it with intention, even for just 15 minutes a day, that can create a measurable shift in your income, in your time, and your confidence. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to learn how to train AI to sound like you. This is where most people really do mess up. They treat AI like a random robot instead of teaching it how to think, talk, and create like them. But when you train it properly, it stops feeling like another tool and starts feeling like a team member. Now, if you've ever thought AI just doesn't sound like me, then that's not a problem. That's a training opportunity. I recommend starting by feeding AI your voice. Literally copy and paste two or three old emails, captions, or even some blog posts into ChatGPT, and then just ask it, analyze my tone and my style, and then summarize it in just 3 bullet points. Now, once it gets your tone, your results stop sounding very robotic and start sounding more real. Now, let me give you a real example. Maya, one of my students, is a life coach who thought AI couldn't get her warm, personal writing style. So we had her paste in 3 of her Instagram posts and then prompt ChatGPT with, write a post in this exact tone for a busy mum struggling with self-care. And she was shocked, it really nailed her voice. So that one breakthrough helped her plan a full month of content in just one night. Now, a smart way for you to create your own AI voice or AI voice file is by giving it your values, your mission, and your favorite phrases. You can say things like, I'm in my brand, I always use friendly and empowering language. I avoid harsh urgency. I speak to creators who value freedom and honesty. This isn't fluff, it's just training data. And the more that you actually give it, the more you it actually becomes. Now, to help you do this, you can use a prompt library, but don't just copy others. I recommend that you tweak it to sound just like you. I suggest using resources like prompthero.com or flowgpt.com to find some solid starter prompts. Then you can just rewrite them to match your voice and your purpose. The goal isn't to use their voice, it's to teach AI yours. Now, let me give you a controversial truth. Copying someone else's AI prompts without training it to your own voice is like showing up to a job interview in someone else's clothes. That's why most people say it doesn't work for me, but it can when it reflects your beliefs, your stories, and your overall style. Now, Jared, another student of mine, used this method to create a sales page that felt so natural that he said it was the first time he didn't cringe reading his own copy. Now, if you want to go deeper, try setting up a custom GPT using OpenAI's feature, which is available in ChatGPT Plus plan. And you can upload your brand guidelines, your bios, your client avatar, and even your product offers. And it will remember them for every conversation. Now, Nina, one of my clients, created a custom GPT that now helps her write weekly newsletters in her exact tone. She just edits and then hits send. Now the key thing to remember is this: AI is only generic if you treat it generically, but when you train it with your own words, your worldview and your wisdom, it becomes a valuable tool that not only saves you a lot of time, but actually multiplies your impact, and that's the real transformation. Let me now give you tip number 6, which is to use AI to build high income skills, even if you feel like you're starting from scratch. Now, one of the biggest myths that many people believe is that AI is replacing jobs, when really it's actually unlocking new ones. You don't need to know everything, you just need to learn how to leverage and use AI to solve everyday pain points and problems that people are already paying for. Now let me tell you something that no one is really saying. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead and know how to use AI to actually accelerate the results. Now Tariq, one of my students, was working retail with zero tech background, and I showed him how to use AI to do simple keyword research, write some SEO content and offer blog writing to small businesses. Now within just 3 weeks he landed his first $150 freelance gig, not because he was a writer but because he could deliver faster with AI. Now if you're unsure where to start, I recommend looking at platforms like Upwork.com, Contra and Flex Jobs. You can browse the freelance jobs that people are already hiring for. You'll see things like write social media captions, create lead magnets, or research podcast topics. Then just go into ChatGPT and try doing a sample version. This builds the skill and the confidence fast and gives you actual results that you can show. Now, one of the best things you can do is focus on one AI powered skill that matches your interest and get good at delivering results, not just using AI tools. Now, Monica, another student of mine, was a virtual assistant who felt stuck at $15 an hour. Now, once she learned how to use AI to build simple automations in Notion and Zapier, she then doubled her rates because she wasn't just doing tasks anymore, she was actually solving real business problems. Now, it's a good idea to document what you're learning and create a value portfolio, instead of just waiting for the perfect resume. For example, you can make a Google document or a Notion page where you showcase before and after examples of what you did using AI, like rewriting a LinkedIn bio, generating Instagram content ideas, or building a sales email. That's your sales pitch. And clients don't care if it's paid or practice. They just want results and good outcomes. Now, the key shift here is this: AI is your skill accelerator and not a replacement for your brain. You bring the human insight, the empathy and the strategy, and AI just helps you to move faster. Now, when you combine that with a willingness to solve real pain points and real problems, you become someone who can charge for outcomes and results and not just effort. That's where real income starts. Now, to help you build these skills faster, I suggest following people like Justin Welsh, Alex Hormozy and Ash Raffod on X. They share practical business insights that you can combine with AI to deliver real value. For instance, Alex Hormozy talks about offer creation, so you can plug that concept into ChatGPT and build landing pages, emails and pitches around those offers in minutes. It's not about copying, it's about translating frameworks into action using AI. Now, if your struggle is with confidence, then remember this: most people don't get paid for being ready, they get paid for being resourceful. AI makes you insanely resourceful, and if you practice, you can turn research, writing, strategy and design into a freelance service by using tools like ChatGPT, Canva and Perplexity.ai. Just like James, one of my clients, who went from overthinking to offering a $500 a month content service in under 30 days, simply by combining what he knew with what AI could actually do for him. Wow, that's it for this video. 6 powerful tips that you can start using right away. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website, where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating multiple online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.